A report in the World Economic Forum conducted in 140 countries in the world, Vietnam ranked 56th in the global competitiveness list in the 2015 to 2016 period, up 12 points from 68th position in the 2014 to 2015 period. Vietnam was appreciated in basic factors including macroeconomics, fundamental education, healthcare, infrastructure, and institutions. Specifically, in the first 9 months of the year, the economic and social situation has achieved many positive results. Accordingly, quarterly GDP growth is higher than last quarter. In the third quarter, GDP reached 6.81%. The average of 9 months is 6.5%. Experts said that many amended laws put into effect have affected the general business and investment environment, attracting the foreign investment and investments from the non-state sectors. This has led to Vietnam's impressive growth in macroeconomics in recent years and helps Vietnam become an attractive investment destination in Southeast Asia.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC10. According to World Economic Forum, Vietnam's competitiveness index has increased strongly last year, and what made Vietnam achieve that result? To answer that question, today we have a talk with Mr. Marco Walder, head of German Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Hello Mr. Walder, welcome to our show. Thank you for your time. So according to a report of World Economic Forum, Vietnam's competitiveness index has increased 12 points last year. So how do you view this fact, and what can you say about Vietnam's competitiveness?
I think this is a very good message, and it's a very good development what Vietnam did in the last year. I think I'm really impressed about that, and this development is also absolutely necessary now in this period.
Among the changes in Vietnam include infrastructure, open door policy, etc., which impressed you most and how?
Yeah, I think Vietnam is still very attractive also for foreign and especially also for German companies. And also last year we saw a lot of numbers from German companies, especially also small and medium companies, coming to Vietnam to try to do some business. We saw some investments, some enlargements of already existing investments, and I think basically this is a very good development. But besides that, of course, we have also some challenges like power cuts. Power cuts is still an issue, and beside power cuts, the whole issue and the whole matter of education, especially in the vocational training segment, this is still a challenge for at least for German companies here in Vietnam.
Previously, G80 and Asian highly appreciated Vietnam's business environment. Has your opinion about this changed?
No, of course, yeah. I think the business environment basically is good, and when we see to the future, we will see a lot of international developments for ASEAN Economic Community, yeah, for the free trade agreement between the European Union and Vietnam, and also the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And I think the business environment right now is good, and it will be even better also in the future.
In your opinion, in comparison with other Asian countries, what are the disadvantages and advantages of Vietnam in terms of economic development, business environment, competitiveness?
I think in the future, what I mentioned before, we will see really big developments, and with a lot of business opportunities for Vietnamese companies, especially in the whole ASEAN region, but also with some challenges. And I think now we will see the start of the ASEAN Economic Community, and with all the things, the free trade, the free flow of services, the free flow of capital, and I think this will be a very dynamic development for the whole region. On the other hand, also German companies, when they are looking to Asia, a few years ago they looked only to China or to India and not in between. And between is ASEAN, and now the people recognize more and more that the ASEAN region is really very attractive, and the people are more and more convinced that they have to set one location in ASEAN at least. And when you ask me about advantages and also disadvantages, I think on the advantage side, Vietnam is a big country, 92, 93 million people. The average of age is 28. Maybe to give you a number, in Germany it's 47. Shows a big dynamic, and the people are really willing to reach something, to have success, to do something for their success, and this is very impressive, especially from this German point of view. And I think Germany has a very good image in Vietnam, and also the German companies. This is for sure a big advantage. But when we're talking about opportunities, possibilities, especially on the background for the ASEAN economic community, it means also that Vietnam has to be opened. And Vietnam has to open the Vietnamese market also for companies from Indonesia, from Thailand, from Malaysia, from Singapore. And that means the Vietnamese companies, they have to be prepared for that. And I think this is still a challenge.
According to a report in the World Economic Forum, Competitiveness Index in transportation infrastructure in Vietnam increased to 9 points from number 76 in the period 2014 to 2015 to 67 positions. Specifically, the Competitiveness Index of Quality of Roads and Sports increased by 4 and 12 points from 2015 to 2016. This is an important factor attracting foreign investors to come to Vietnam.
Giai đoạn vừa qua thì chúng ta tập trung vào cái hướng là môi trường tốt hơn, môi trường sống tốt hơn, và thông qua các dự án thì các dự án cũng có cái tính cạnh tranh rất cao về cái chất lượng. Kể cả các khu công nghiệp, chúng ta cũng tạo ra một cái sự cạnh tranh lớn giữa các tỉnh để có môi trường đầu tư tốt hơn, môi trường để mà phát triển những cái công trình đấy với chất lượng tốt hơn.
Yên Bái về cái điều kiện là tỉnh miền núi, đồi núi thì cao và nó liên quan đến vấn đề san lấp mặt bằng. Thế và nguồn lực ngân sách của địa phương thì nó cũng có hạn chế. Do vậy là các doanh nghiệp khi vào thì cũng có cái thỏa thuận với địa phương là tự san lấp mặt bằng và sau này thì sẽ được trừ vào tiền thuế đất. Và với cái giá thuế đất của Yên Bái cũng là cái khuyến khích cho các doanh nghiệp.
The group of emerging economies and developing countries in Asia achieved the fastest economic growth since 2005 and was forecasted to maintain this position in the medium term. This achievement is clearly reflected in the results of the Global Competitiveness Index. Countries such as Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines and Vietnam are ranked in the top half of the list. According to the latest report, Where in the World Manufacturing Index 2015 by Cushman and Wakefield, Vietnam continues to develop and become an ideal destination for manufacturing firms after topping the list Where in the World Manufacturing Index 2015. Evidence shows that more and more foreign companies choose to invest in Vietnam, including German firms. There are more than 300 German companies operating in investing in Vietnam. They create jobs and contribute to economic development of Vietnam. For German enterprises, Vietnam is an attractive market.
We have taken many business delegations to Vietnam. Vietnam is new to them and they want to invest and cooperate with Vietnamese companies. We are very optimistic about the two countries' cooperation and we highly appreciate Vietnam's business environment.
Vietnam has gained many achievements in socio-economic development after 30 years of comprehensive reform of the economy and actively promoting international economic integration. Signing a series of bilateral and multilateral free trade agreements and joining ASEAN Economic Community later this year, Vietnam will bring opportunities as well as new challenges. This also means that Vietnam will need to improve on the factors such as human resources, infrastructure, and capacity to increase competitiveness.
So in the context of global integration, how can Vietnam improve its competitiveness?
Yeah, I think first of all we have to see and to recognize that Vietnam has still a different structure. Yeah, again, in this ASEAN Economic Community, it's the only country with this specific political system. Yeah, first, and secondly also with a very high number of state-owned companies. So this is quite unique. And I'm not saying it's bad or good, yeah, but this we have to recognize and really to think, yeah, what we follow from this. And of course, also these state-owned companies, they have to be prepared, yeah, to have competition from Malaysia, from Singapore, and also from other countries. And basically, private Vietnamese companies, state-owned Vietnamese companies, I think they have really to check, is my product, is my service really updated, is it the latest international standard, and can I have also success, yeah, with a real market condition. And this has to be analyzed.
Vietnam is trying to gain European Union's recognition as a market economy. So how will this change Vietnamese competitiveness index?
This is very easy, in an absolutely positive way.
The more competitive, the more developed the economy will be. So in your opinion, what can Vietnam do to help the small-sized to medium-sized enterprises to improve their competitiveness?
I think Vietnamese companies, they have to learn more about market standards, international market standards. So they have to travel to trade fairs really to get a real picture what is going on in my industry, what is the competition from other countries, how their products look like, how their services looks like, what are their challenges, and then really to measure, very honest, what's about my Vietnamese product and my service. Yeah, I'm really in range. I can have a fair chance also for the future, or I have to improve or to change something. And so to collect more international experiences, to get involved in the international industry standard, and then of course to improve the own product, the own service, to improve or to adapt the management structure to the international standards, and to check, for example, also my supply chain, what I have today. Yeah, is it really the best way, or I have more potential to be more efficient, and all the things. So I think every Vietnamese company, they have to recheck their business model from A till Z.
So on your side, what are your recommendations for Vietnam so that we can work better with Germany?
Yeah, I think all the things what I mentioned. Yeah, here Vietnamese government should motivate and also support the Vietnamese companies. Yeah, for example, to cover travel costs, to organize seminars, how to do business with European Union, with other international companies, and all the things. But really to create this awareness. Hey, please rethink and recheck your business model, and you are really prepared for the future, because the changes, the upcoming changes, are really big.
Thank you, Mr. Varda, for your time. Hopefully, not only German enterprises but other nations will also appreciate Vietnam's competitiveness improvement in the context of global integration. Sharing Vietnam is coming to an end today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you again.